Here we are with our first online tutorial, and as we have seen and spoken to our alien friend, it would be most appropriate if we practice drawing an alien in space. So I'm going to start a little bit slower here. We got our paper. It is turned landscape, portrait, landscape, portrait, landscape, portrait, landscape. All right, so landscape. Why is it landscape? Because it looks like you're looking out the window at a horizon and seeing all the land that you can see. All right, so let's start with our alien spaceship. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a pencil, and you are very lightly, now look, we have a big sheet of paper here, guys. Put your hand there, okay? However big your hand is, that's how big you want your ship to be, right? There it is. All right, so we're going to start with a long arch. There you go. It's very lightly drawn. A long arch, okay? So you take a look at that, and we go whoop. Now, if you want to make it look more three-dimensional and interesting, you don't want to do a straight line. Straight lines are boring. Sometimes. It depends on how you use your straight line. But straight lines in this situation will be boring. So what we're going to do is we're going to curve. Gently curve the bottom here. This is where our little alien buddy is going to be. Now, inside this casing is where I'm going to put my pal. I always start with the eyes. So in this guy, I'm going to make one big round eye. And you can make an eye any shape you want. It doesn't have to be round. Have fun with it. Do what you like. I'm starting with the eye. Coloring his little pupil there. And then I'm going to put a circular shape around him this way. And then I'm going to put another, kind of like a parentheses, this way. And I'm going to go for 3 antennae. 1, 2, 2, 3. Actually, no, I'm just going to fill it in. There we go. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. I got 5. You can do 6, you can do 3, you can do 1, you can do none. However you want your alien to look is fine with me, because let's be honest, has any of us ever seen a real alien? No, we have not. So I'm going to put my alien here. He's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. He's going to be waving. And I'm going to pull it right down here. And actually, no, he's not going to wave. I'm going to put another arm up here so he's like, yeah, help me. I can't get out of this place. Help me. That's what he's going to be doing right there. Okay, so he's kind of like, woo, wow. That's what that guy's doing. In my story, that guy's a little bit scared to be flying around in space. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do a little curve here, and we're going to make something that looks like a kayak. So it's going to curve down on this side, and it's going to curve down on this side. Okay, there we go. Kind of like that. We got 2 lines there. Remember to draw lightly, and we're going to connect a curve at the bottom. And that's going to be the base of his spaceship. Now let's make it a little three-dimensional. We're going to add a little line here. And we're going to add a little line here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take a little slow curve. Now the beauty, my friends, of a video tutorial is that you can pause it and catch up. So you don't have to say, Miss Juan, wait, you're going too fast. Miss Juan, wait, wait, wait. So we don't actually have to do that. If I am going too fast, hit the pause button and you can catch up as long as you like. So that's the beauty of that. Let's see here. Okay, so now we're going to add, so I want to add a little bit more depth here. So this thing, to me, the ship doesn't have a bottom. So I'm going to add a little bottom from here to there. Okay? And on top of that, I'm going to add some cool lights. Okay? Just fill it up however many you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lights. Now, when you're flying around in a spaceship, I don't know about you, but when I'm flying around in my spaceship, I like to turn on the lights because I take my spaceship out at night. Ignore that last comment. I really don't have a spaceship. Right, guys? No spaceship. Okay, anyway, so when I'm flying in my spaceship, I turn on my headlights. And those come out in beams of light like so. Because the worst thing is when you're flying in space and you can't see those meteorites coming at you. You need to know what's going on in space, truly. Gets a little crazy up there. But you know, I'm just pretending, right? I'm not really from space. We all know that. Right, guys? Okay, so Miss Juan is not from space. Let's make that clear. Okay, so let's go over here, and we're going to draw a big moon. The moon is actually a pretty nice guy. Not that I would know. I'm going to add some eyes to my moon here. Mr. Moon. Mr. Moon. All right, 1, 2. He's got a surprised look on his face. That's what we're going to do with Mr. Moon right now. He's like the man in the moon. But this one's surprised because this alien ship came by, and I don't think he believed in aliens either. So I'm going to add a little nose. And then down here, I'm going to add a thicker crater mouth. So we know he's like, what? What was that? I'm going to go to the edge here. I'm going to add a crater there. I'm going to make one big crater there. Small crater there. One off to the side so it's curving around the spherical shape. So this is the true crater face. Mr. Moon. Alright. So Mr. Moon, you know, he's probably a little nervous. Just like the time that I was flying around and this meteorite came shooting by. So I'm just going to draw the inside of my shooting star or comet or whatever you want to call those things that burst through the sky and are flashy. Woo! And we're just going to get fun with it. It's going to be like otherworldly. Look at that. Yes. And then we're going to have a burst. We got to have a tail for it. All right. And then we're going to lightly connect here. Okay, so Mr. Moon's like, what? And the alien's like, wow! Wow! So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, all right. Now, there's a bunch of little stars and moon-like things and planets and galaxy things. So I'm going to make my stars small and large. And I'm just going to come all over this space. Pun intended. And we're just going to go here, here, and here. And we're just going to do that deal right there. Okay. Now, you should have your alien drawn. And we will pause, and I will let you catch up for a moment. All right. Step 2. Let's talk about colors. Now, whatever colors you have, if you have crayons, markers, colored pencils, anything you have at home, if you don't, hey, you know, that's cool too. At least did a drawing, right? And it really doesn't matter to me what kind of paper you use. You can even use, old school lined paper. Turn it landscape. But yeah, whatever you have at home, If you're worried about art supplies, I am not going to worry about that. And you can use any paper that you have. So let me talk about markers. So today I'm going to use some old school markers that I bought recently for my online tutorials, and they are called Prismacolor. These things are the bomb, let me tell you. I do believe that Copic markers are probably a little better, but I went a little old school, flashback to the 90s. I used to buy these, they were like $3 a piece. $3 or $4 a piece. But now, price has gone down, and I wanted to have a little blast from the past, so we're going to go Prismacolor. So, what color should this alien be? Let's see here. Pink! Okay, so my alien friend sitting next to me has just informed me that I should go with pink. Let's see. Most aliens are green. That's a little cliche. We're going to go with this one. Okay. I'm going to teach you a little bit about techniques. This is a double-sided marker, actually, so that's pretty cool. See? So we're going to go there, and I'm going to just start filling it in. 1, 2, 3. The cool thing about these markers, number 1, they're full of ink because they're brand new. Number 2, they're pretty vibrant. And number 3, they got the double side thing, which is a nice touch. And when you color with them, they don't leave as much streaks as other markers. So if you ever want to get your parents in a corner, or your grandparents or whoever, and say, hey, buy me some of these art supplies, this is a neat option. But of course you have to ask nicely. If it's a gift or something, I always say, excuse me, Grandma, could I please have some of these markers? Or whatever you want to say. So, all right. So I'm just going to show you some technique here. How we smoothly follow the lines here. If you go out of lines, do not stress. It is not the end of the world. We are not here for perfection. We are here for fun and creativity. So do not stress about lines or rulers or staying in things. Do your best. And remember, okay, this is a key point. Remember that I'm a lot older than you. I've been doing this longer. So your artwork is not going to turn out to look exactly like mine. That's where style comes into play, okay? So for an example of style, everyone has their own style, right? So I can come in wearing all yellow with my yellow camouflage pants, and Mr. Matt can say I look like a banana. But hey, you know what? Does that bother me? No, it doesn't, because that's my style. Now, Miss Robinson, is she going to come in wearing, banana-colored camouflage pants and dressed in yellow from head to toe? Probably not, but that's cool. That's her style. Everybody has their style. Miss Har has her style. I got my style. So, if I come in a hoodie and camouflage pants, Miss Har may not come in that as well. So, she'll be dressed her way, and that is cool. That's okay, because everybody's got their style. So just like artwork, if everyone has your own style, that's the best thing you want to be. Okay, we don't want to copy other people. So, as I'm going to color this, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to put you on hyperlapse, so you don't have to sit through 30 minutes of me coloring. Okay, so we did a little hyperlapse coloring our little alien dude there. I'm going to switch to a red quickly. And I just wanted to stop for a moment and make note that we do not want to color over these lights. Now, if you do, and you do it by accident, it's not the end of the world again. We're here to have fun. So, just so you know, you can try to stay off, okay, of the lights here. I'm going to go for a red for my spaceship. Whoops, see? I went over the lines. Everything's okay. Went over their lines. I'm not going to stress about it. All right. Here we go. So I would recommend two things. Number one, always find the perfect, calm, quiet space for you to work, wherever you have the most fun. It could be on the floor, it could be in your bed, it could be at the table, it could be at the desk, the living room, it could be outside. Wherever you prefer to do your artwork, that is cool with me. But always find the place that you're most comfortable expressing yourself. And number two, music. Find your favorite music and playlist. As you know, when you come to my art class, what am I always doing when we do art? We are always, always listening to music. So, create a playlist and put on some headphones and listen to your favorite tunes. And you will love doing art in the privacy of your own home even more than you thought you could. So, keep in mind that I am coloring around these lights, okay? But at the same time, I'm going to color right underneath them because the light is going to shine over the red, and you will see soon what happens when I put yellow lighting over the red. So now, I'm going to grab a yellow, and this is where the fun begins. Not that you weren't having fun already. So I got a yellow. I'm going to fill in this with the yellow, and all the lights with the yellow, but you will soon note something incredible will happen when I do the beams of light. Okay, what do you think is going to happen? If I take my yellow and I color over the red on the beams, what will happen? And over blue, it's going to change colors. Check it out. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see this on the video, but my red has become, in the beam of light, orange. And my blue has become miraculously green. Why is that? Does anyone know? That is correct. Yellow and red make orange. That is also correct, my alien friend. Yellow and blue make green. That is exactly what has happened here. So, we will continue with this, and we will move on. I'll probably go over to here and do this and color some hyperlapse for you. And we'll just continue our hyperlapse coloring. The same will happen here when I use a light color over the moon. Okay, so let's get to it and do a little hyperlapse coloring. You know what my favorite thing to do is? It's Sharpie time. Actually, no, wait, I'm wrong. It's not. So pretend you didn't hear that because I don't want to reveal it. The surprise is gone. All right, but you knew it was coming. If you've ever been in my class, you knew it was coming. Okay, so we have, as you see, the blending over here. It's changed the colors here. Take your time. Remember, pause the video if you need to. I'm going to take this little yellow and I'm just going to fill in these little stars and space bursts and whatever I want to call them out here. Fill in all of those, and then it will definitely be one of my favorite parts, and I know it's one of yours because you guys go nuts every time we bust these out. especially you younger kids. Man, when you get a hold of those, you're like, yes, it is. Drum roll, please. Sharpie time, 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 time. That is correct. It is Sharpie time, 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 time. Now, if you don't have a Sharpie, do not stress. If you have black, awesome. It doesn't really matter. If you don't have black, that's fine too. It still looks cool. So, black crayon maybe. That would work. So, what we're going to do here is what we do all the time in my class. We're going to outline everything in pencil with mon Sharpie in French. I don't know if it's really French, but that's how I'm going to say it's in French. Mon Sharpie. So, let's get ready, and we're going to hyperlapse this sucker. Okay, so there you go, and our drawing is done. Now, why do I like to use Sharpies? Because as you can see, it makes everything pop out a little bit better when you do this style of artwork. So, there are different size Sharpies. As you know, we have the super big ones at home, at school, sorry. At school that have, are used good for much larger pieces of artwork. And we have the regular size, also known as a fine point. And we have the little skinny ones that would be good for right around here, which I don't have with me at the moment, but I will have them next time. So, I hope you enjoy this art tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed my alien friend. Please take your artwork and take a photo of it and upload it to the Band app so I can see it and we can make comments and share it with our friends. And we're expecting lots of different cool styles. Remember, you don't have to do this all in one day. You have a full week to turn it in. So take your time, color it, enjoy it. If you want to do it in one day, that's awesome. If you don't want to do it in one day, that's fine too. Either way, art takes time. So as long as you're working and being creative and stepping away from the screens, that's what matters most. All right. Thank you guys, and awesome work today. Now let's say goodbye to our alien friend.